What's up, 4th grade? We are working on 13.5 today. It's pages 207 to 208 in your books. You can go ahead and pause the video if you need to while you get that ready. And then whenever you're ready, you can start this video so we can get going right away. So today we're working with, well, pause. Now you can click play. Hopefully you have it ready. Here we go. Today we are working with place values. Now we've already talked about this a little bit. I kind of already went over this beforehand for you because I wanted to make sure you knew what we were doing on the last 4 lessons. So that's what we're doing today is place value. We're just going to go a little bit more in depth today. So we have this chart, which should look familiar because we've drawn something similar to it before, back on 13-1, I think. So you can look back in your notes if you really need to, but we're going to redraw it today. So we have our decimal here. And then we have 3 place values that we've been working with. You should hopefully remember what these are. Okay, we have the ones place value. We have the tenths. Remember with that TH, because it's after the decimal. It's not 10, it's tenths. It's less than 1. And same with the hundredths. Remember, hundredths. Don't normally say it like that emphasized, but hundredths, just to make sure that you know it's hundredths, not that is a terrible H. And honestly, none of that was my best handwriting. I do better when you guys are here. This is weird talking to an empty classroom. We'll get that written in real quick, and then we're going to move 1 digit all the way through these place values so we can see exactly what it represents each and every time. We're really going to break it down today. So pause it if you need to make sure you got this drawn, and then once you do, we're going to start, so you can pause it now if you need to. Okay, welcome back. Hopefully you got that written in. So here we go. I'm going to put an 8 here. And with my 8 here, that would make my tenths a 0, my hundredths a 0. Now, what does this 8 represent when it's in the ones place? Well, it just represents the number 8. This is 8 ones, or 8. It's just the number 8 because it's in the ones place. It's in front of the decimal, meaning it's a whole number. So it just stands for 8, right? Now, if I were to put this 8 in the tenths place, well, then it's going to stand for something different. And I can put a 0 in front of it if I want. I also can put a 0 behind it. It doesn't actually change the meaning. It's still going to be 8 tenths, or if, you put it here, that'd be 80 hundredths, which is equivalent to 8 tenths, but I'm actually going to erase that real quick. Because we are technically working with just the tenths here, so we want it to be 8 tenths, not 80 hundredths, even though they are equivalent. So, if we look at this stands for 8 tenths, or 0.8. And then lastly, I'm going to put the 8 in the hundredths place. So now I'm definitely going to put a 0 here, and I'm definitely going to put a 0 here, because I have to have something in that place value, right? So to get the 8 to the hundredths, I got to put a 0 in that tenths place. So this, of course, stands for 8 hundredths, or 0.08. Okay, so depending on where it is, what place value it's in, that's what it's going to represent. I'll even do this for you, because our ones are going to be green. What color should I use? I'm going to go, nope, I wrote in orange, so probably shouldn't use orange. Just going to just cover it up. Tenths, we'll go pink. Hundredths, we'll go yellow. I'm not going to highlight our decimal, because it's just the decimal. It's the same place no matter what. Our decimal doesn't move like that. Okay. All right, hopefully you have this written down. So we could write something that we've been talking about a bunch, right? 8 equals, oops, sorry, can't see that. There we go. 8 equals 8.0, right? 8, didn't write that the way I wanted to. Hang on, pause, hold, please hold. Thank you. I'm not editing this video, so it's just like I'm here, right? This is how I teach on a regular basis. You guys know that. I mess up. 8 tenths is what I wanted to write, equals 0.8. Nope, you still can't see that. Sorry. There we go. And 8 hundredths equals 0.08. Okay, so again, just kind of what we wrote up there again, fractions to decimals. This one's obviously not a fraction because it's a whole number. You could write it, well, you couldn't write it as 8 over 8 because that'd be 1, but you know what I mean. 8 over 1, you could write it as 8 over 1. Now, we can also write them in standard form or expanded form. Now, it has been a long time since we have done standard or expanded form. So in case you don't remember, let's do a quick one with all whole numbers to begin with. So this is just going to be a quick review to the side here. I'm even going to write quick review. Oh, I crossed it out. It's fine. Quick review, okay? Over to the side. If we were to take the number, let's say 824, in expanded form, it would equal 800 plus 20 plus 4. I take each one of my place values. 8 is in the hundreds place, so it actually stands for 800, right? That 8 stands for 800. That 2 is in the tens place, so it really stands for 20. And that 4 is in the ones place, so it just stands for its regular old 4. No extra zeros on that one. Okay? So, 824 would be standard form. And expanded form would be when we expanded it out as 800 plus 20 plus 4. So, that's a quick review. I'm going to box it up. Not a nice big box like when we do vocab and stuff. Just a short box. A quick box because it's a quick review. Okay? And then I'm going to move down because now we're going to do expanded form with decimals. It's the same idea. We're just throwing in a decimal. Okay? I promise it's not as bad as it sounds. Alright? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw myself a little box here. Okay? You can draw this box too. It shouldn't take too long. I'm going to have standard form here. Draw my little line, and I'm going to put expanded form here. And I'm going to give myself a little more room on expanded form, actually, because it's going to be expanded. It's going to be longer. I should have centered my expanded form, but I didn't! And I can't go back and change it now. Well, I could, but I'm not going to. That was one of the ugliest boxes I've ever drawn. See, I told you, I do better when you guys are here. Okay, so for my standard form number, I'm going to do 74.68. That's going to be my standard form number. So, when I put that in expanded form, I'm just going to take each digit and write what it represents. So, this 7, if we look on the left side of the ones place, or left side of the decimal, we have ones place, we have tens place. Not tenths, this is the tens. And so, the 7 stands for 70. Plus, this 4 is in the ones place, so it simply stands for a 4. Plus, now we get into our decimals. Now, we know what the 6 represents. That 6 represents 6 tenths, and we write that as 0.6. And lastly, we have this 8, and this 8 is in the hundredths place, so it stands for 0.08. So all I did was I took my numbers and I put them in the place values that they have. 7 really stands for 70 because this number is 74, right? So 7 stands for 70. My 4 is in the ones place. It simply stands for a 4. The 6 is in the tenths place. So it stands for 6 tenths, 0.6 right here. And the 8 is in the hundredths place. So it stands for 0.08. So on your homework today, you're going to have a few that it wants you to write in expanded form. Okay, but there's also going to be a few where it's going to ask you, it's going to give you a number with a place value in a different color, and you're going to take that place value and tell me what the place and the value is. So if I take the number, we'll do the first one on your more practice in your workbook together. So you could just do this one in your workbook if you want, or you could write it out here, your choice. But it's going to give us 4.2, and then that 5 is going to be in a different color. It's going to be red in your book. I don't know where my red pen went, so it's orange today. Then it's going to ask you next to it, it's going to say place with a line. And under it, it's going to say value with a line. So looking at that 5, we need to write, first of all, what place is it in? Is it in the ones, tenths, hundredths? If you don't remember, right back up to the top of our notes, we have a little place value chart here. Ones, tenths, hundredths, look at where they go in relation to the decimal point, right? So that 5 is 2 places away from the decimal point, yes? If we look, we have our decimal point, 1 place, 2 place. It's 2 places away. If we look up here, decimal point, 1 place, 2 place, that 8 is 2 places away, and it's in the hundredths place value. Therefore, our 5 is also going to be in the hundredths place value. Don't forget that TH at the end. It's not hundreds, it's hundredths. Now the value here, we're going to write the value as a fraction. I really should have given myself some more space, but I wasn't thinking when I wrote this line. And so it's 5 in the hundredths place, so that would be, that stands for 5 hundredths, so I can write it as 5 over 100. I made it fit. Look at that. I'm looking around as if you guys are looking at me and waiting for your silly comments, but you're not here. It's just me by myself in an empty classroom. It's a little sad, but you're here in spirit. And today, well, I'm filming this, you're here in spirit, and then when you guys are watching this, just remember that I'm here in spirit. So, anyways, let's try just a couple more of these, and then I'll send you to your homework. Let's see here. Let's do 8. Nope, already messed that one up because the 8 is supposed to be a different color. So let's try that again. Let's got my trusty white out. 8. There we go. 0.16. We're going to have our place and our value. And once again, I did not leave myself very much room to draw my fraction, but that's okay because I'm going to make it work. So this 8 is in front of the decimal place. If it's in front of the decimal place by 1 place value, that's going to be in the ones place. So we're going to write that it's in the ones. And since it's in the ones place, it doesn't represent a fraction. It's a whole number, so its value is 8. It represents 8 because it's in the ones place. Let's do 2 more. Let's do, I want to do 47.39. Again, we have our place and our value. Okay, so this 4 is also a whole number. You can see it's in front of the decimal. Remember, everything in front of the decimal is a whole number. If we look at it here, we don't actually have that place value listed up here, but you should know it. You should know it. What place value comes after the ones? We go ones and then tens is what I hope you said. If you said anything else, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear it because I didn't because I'm not here. So it's in the tens place, not tenths, but actual tens this time because it's in front of the decimal. And so its value then would be 40 because it stands for 40. It's in the tens place, so we add a little 0 after it, making it 40. And then the last one I want to do, I'm out of room. Oh no, what am I going to do? I know what I'll do. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, let's do 0.63. We're going to go place. And then I guess I'll do value next to it. Oh, I hate when it doesn't look the same all the way through. It's fine. I just didn't space everything out right. We're all going to live, though. So 0.63, it's 1 place value over from the decimal. If we look up here, 1 place value over from the decimal is tenths. So not tens like it was above, but this one actually is the tenths with that TH in the end. Tenths. And the value, of course, we're going to write as a fraction. It's 6/10, so we're going to write it as 6 over 10, 6/10. Okay? Your homework today is going to be, I'll write it up here for you. It's going to be 13-5, page 208. And I want you to do all of them. There are 10 problems. It's only 10 problems. So 13-5, page 208, all get to work. If you need help, whoever is in this room, I don't know who your sub is, they can help you, or I can help you when I get back. Have fun, be good. See you later.